I ran over it. Not intentionally, but I still ran over it. Let's start a pump and just cross our fingers, but nothing explodes. I'm not gonna lie, we've been in this position before, and it's no easier the second, third, fourth time round. I don't use the word lightly, I hate it. I hate that machine. Good morning. In the back of this ute holds something very, very dear and precious to me. Although I'd rather see it burn, I need it more than I need it burnt. That's a gearbox for an irrigator. The Irrifrance irrigator. The infamous irrigator that gives me nothing but grief. But I need it more than anything now because, yep, we need as many irrigators as we can get, and I need to keep the wheels ticking. And it's windy now, so I can't irrigate right now. Limited to night time, all that sort of hoo-ha. So let's try and put that back in. Hopefully I haven't lost any little parts or details. It's been out of action for 8 months. All right, you piece of work. Let's put you back together. Okay, we'll go back together. Not everything back together, but you're pretty close. There's no brake. I lost the circlip. There's no pad left on the brake there. I've given up putting that back on. I'm going to get a new one for that. So yeah, no brake. But everything else went back together pretty well. Just to find some split pins to put in that joining link on the chain. Yeah, it goes in gear and turns. So we're going to go through and just lift the hard hose that's been laying on the ground. A lot of grass has grown around with it. A lot of friction or suction, or anyway, you're not supposed to leave a hard hose more than like 24 hours left in the same spot. 24 hours, 48, 72, one of those time frames. It's only talking days that you're supposed to leave it, and then you're supposed to lift it back up. You may be wondering why that pipe looks all bent up and funny. Because I ran over it. Plain and simple, no excuse. I ran over it. Not intentionally, but I still ran over it. Missed. Perfect. Right, well. Right, I think we're in the closing stages. We'll hook the pipes up, go start a pump, and just cross our fingers that nothing explodes. It lives on! Well, that end does, which is good. Let's go back to the reel. So I'll put it into gear, pull out. So that is now turning. Not much is happening. We're turning slowly because I'm nervous. That's probably how fast it's got to go. Trouble is, I can't read, the screen says nothing. It's not talking to me. So I think the battery might be a little bit flat or buggered. So what I've done, I've just put it in manual mode and just sort of ticked it along so it'll start turning. So I don't know how fast it's coming in. I've not put any program sort of stuff in. It got the better of me. I brought a different battery up, changed the batteries around, no difference. What I then remembered was, so part of this little screen up here has, which you can't see, I can't see really either, but it would have reset back to 000 because that's what I would do after this amount of time. Turns out that if I press start and it reckons it's got 0 to go, it's not going to start turning on the gearbox. So yeah, we've learnt that we need to put, so we manually put those numbers in. So now it thinks there's 300 meters of hose pulled out and it's starting now. But it's working! Jeez, I'm nervous. I'm nervous to even stand near it. It's pulling it in. It's making a lot of groaning noises. Jeez. I think the best thing I can do is just drive away and not look at it for the next 4 or 5 hours, which is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I just went up there, had a little bit of a check, and it hasn't moved. Now, it hasn't moved because the computer keeps turning off. So it sat there for 2 hours while I milk cows. So I'm going to just park to this little one. I'm going to take that, because they've all got the same computer screen, or, well, it's not really a computer, but the same screen. So if I take this one off, unplug it, hopefully it's the same. There's a lot of water coming out of that. Oh, I've taken it off down too low. Cut that one, there we go. Yeah, pretty certain they're the same. Let's see if this is the issue, because the battery didn't seem to be the issue. Alright, the moment of truth. Now if we press on. Okay, so I'm conflicted about that. It's a good thing that we know that computer's the issue. Just sucks that the computer's the issue. Issue of this whole irrigator is now going to be replacing this computer. Damn it. Alright, we'll just let it play out. It seems to be working at the moment. Again, I'll come back in a couple of hours and see if it's continued to work. It seems to be going pretty good. It's not fluctuating, keeping pretty consistent speed, which is great. It doesn't seem to be registering the speed. Detract my previous thought that it was the computer. It's not the computer, it's the computers are turning off because it's not registering that the speed of which it's coming in, and I don't know how to test that sensor is working or not. I don't know how to do that. Drat! I thought I was onto something. But hey, at least the computer's not stuffed. Just can't read it. That little tab goes past and indicates the speed. Well, so I believe. I wonder if it needs to be closer so we can see it. Right. Now if it's registering the speed, hopefully it's saying yep. Here's hoping it all works. Well, we made it. It's taken like 28 hours to get a 18-hour run done, but we got it done. Oh, that was a marathon, that really was. A pretty substantial leak there. Might have to see if we can get that repaired. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm gonna spread a bit of fertilizer and set it up in another paddock. I better move before I get wet. I'm gonna set it up in another grass paddock just to make sure, because I do want to take it out to where the spuds and the poppies are to give them a bit of a watering. Simple as that. We're spreading. So it's weekly running out of line now, and yeah, I'll lay some pipes out, shift the irrigator, send it on its way, and then check in tomorrow. I just feel like I'm constantly checking this one, which I am. It's just very tiring checking it a lot of the time because I have no trust in it whatsoever. I don't use the word lightly, I hate it. I hate that machine. Well, we're off! Been sitting there for 8 months. For a while there, I really didn't think we were going to be able to move it, ever. We have succeeded! Yeah! Well, I got up at 4:30 this morning, hopped on the bike, came up to check the irrigator, and this is what I found. I found this. It's like that, and it should be facing like that. It's dragged itself back. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit meters. It's done it again. When I got up here, there's obviously not much light about. It's also pulled all the pipes, they're all straight heading up there. Oh gosh. So if I walk this way, have a look back, that's the straight line it's supposed to be at. So the legs have dug in and just dragged it back. Oh. Dear. Oh dear. I'm not gonna lie, we've been in this position before, and it's no easier the second, third, fourth time round. I don't think it's done any damage. It wasn't turning when I got up here, so that's a plus. But I just went through and replaced that gearbox on the back of it getting destroyed with this exact same situation. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is tip it off a cliff. Just get rid of it. No, in seriousness though, I will attack it with a big hammer. No. What I'm gonna have to do, I think the trouble is that I've left it straight that way, whereas usually when we're doing along this way, we'll pull it with the toe, we'll pull it that way, and then we'll turn it on this turntable. And so the bottom of the irrigator is facing that way, so that it's like 90 degrees. However, I can't do that now. Oh. No, I can't, because I've pulled it all the way out. What I'm gonna have to do is just rip it forward and hook it up and see what we can, see if we can just get it back in again, and I guess we'll try it again and see if the same sort of issue happens. But I better watch it next time, because clearly me leaving it for hours just doesn't work. It's not working. Ah! Alrighty, I think we've straightened it up. Well, no, I don't think, I know, we've straightened it up. Much better, that's how it's supposed to look. So, I'll put the legs back down, virtually so those tyres are lifting, and I'm going to leave the tractor on it. Do the walk of shame and walk all the way back home to get a motorbike to go start the pump. It's one thing I also really need to look at, and that's like remote start of pumps. Jeez, that would save me some time. Oh, anywho, let's walk down the hill. Oh, all right, we've got water. Let's turn this bad boy on to start. Righto, spin her in. Show me what you got. It's the next day. I haven't gone up and checked it early. This is me going up to check for the first time. I hope it's finished its run. Last time I checked, it was yesterday, and it was ticking along quite well. It had like 16 hours to go, so it's going to finish at like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's now 8:50, so let's hope that it all looks right. It's short by about 2 meters. That's okay. I can handle that. That's quite alright. Why did it stop? I'm not sure. Maybe I didn't give it enough time on the... No, I didn't give it enough time on the pump. Let's count that as a win. I would say that's a win. And it hasn't moved. I think there's another run that I'm going to do. I'll set it up slightly different. Hopefully that'll work. But I'm feeling confident that it should. This irrigator's been character building, and I feel like we're on the stretch to to winning, to being comfortable that it should do what it needs to do. Just walk and irrigate. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what we're going to call it. So thanks guys for watching. Yeah, stay tuned, more to come.